Hey, how you doing? I'm Raymond King, and today I'm going to be talking about Nickelodeon. Yay! Oh, okay. Hi, how you doing? I'm Raymond King, and do you remember the 90's? I do. I remember watching a Nickelodeon in the 90's. Great channel. The first channel for kids made by kids. Yeah, kids made a channel. I'm kidding. It was a bunch of businessmen sitting at a table, saying, what cartoon should we make today? Oh, I know. How about the one where a cat is attached to a fucking dog? Johnson, you're a genius. That's pretty much how the thought process goes when it comes to making a cartoon back in the 90's. Just come up with the weirdest shit. Anyway, a 90's Nick was very good, but it's a little overrated now. And I know. But Raymond, how can you say that? Stay with me here. Now, Nickelodeon in the 90's had its fair share of really great shows. You have your Hey Arnold, you have Angry Beavers, see, notes again! Rocko's Modern Life, great show. A Real Monsters. Although that show was just kind of a rip. No, it wasn't a rip-off of Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. was a rip-off of A Real Monsters, if you think about it. Rugrats, great, awesome show. Even though the theories are kind of weird about Angelica. I won't go into that, it's really weird. Just Google it. Ren and Stimpy, aka the most violent and disturbing cartoon ever created. John K., what went through your mind? And the first and second seasons of SpongeBob. Great shows. All those are great shows. My personal favorite is actually probably, I don't really know. I'd say Angry Beavers, because I love the voice actor for, I think his name's Daggett, the brown one. He's really funny. He's on Invader Zim from the 2000s, but that's not what we're talking about today. But anyway, then with your good shows, you got your bad shows. Like Doug, maybe Doug. Oh yeah, and Doug. I hate Doug, okay? I know a lot of people like Doug. I hate Doug. It's so boring. It's the most boring cartoon ever created. A lot of the music on the show is just noises. It's like, we're being different. Well, different how? Explain. But, as I was saying, with the good shows like Hey Arnold, you had a lot of great characters with really good writing. Like Helga. Helga's one of the best written characters because of her love-hate feelings towards Arnold. And Arnold is kind of oblivious to everything she does. Rocko's A Modern Life. I really enjoyed that show because it's very clever. Very weird. I really enjoyed weird cartoons. But, you know, then there's SpongeBob. The first and second seasons of SpongeBob were great. The third, fourth season, pretty good, but that's, again, 2000s, not what we're talking about. Rugrats, I already talked about Rugrats. But basically, the 90s were a great time for cartoons, because we saw a boom, basically a very big period where cartoons were kind of the norm, but now they're just kind of weird. Now here's what I'm gonna talk about right now. We're gonna talk about the downfall of Nickelodeon. How does a channel go from being so great to being just the lowest on the lowest pedestal, basically the bronze medal, because bronze goes to Nick, silver goes to Disney XD, and gold goes to a Cartoon Network. At least nowadays it does. Now here's what started the downfall of Nickelodeon. Basically, SpongeBob after the movie came out. The movie was a big hit. It was a success. Everyone loved it. I like it. I think it's a very great movie with a really funny plot. But after the movie, they realized, wow, SpongeBob is like the biggest cash grab we have. He makes us the most money. So they just decided, okay, take everything else away. Take all the cartoons away. And just put in SpongeBob all damn day. And hey, you know what? Let's import a couple shows from Canada. Cartoon Network was a lot more guilty of that, but at least they had good shows. Again, reading off of the notes because I need the notes. The live action shows. You got well, actually, now that I think about it, the live action shows. Oh well, if you count like Unfabulous, Amanda Show, and what was that other one? The Naked Brothers Band. That's where things just started to go. What? Where is this channel going? I don't understand anymore. Then you got sitcoms. The sitcoms are just getting out of control. There's one about ghosts, played by annoying characters, annoying kids. Basically, their aim is to get the most annoying kids to have basically the starring role on their show. There's one about ghosts. There's been like 14 shows about witches that didn't go anywhere. There was, well, that's basically all I can think of when it comes to live action shows that had a story, a very overlapping story. But then you get sitcoms like A Drake and Josh, iCarly, Sam and Cat, Victorious. Drake and Josh, one of the best shows that Nickelodeon has ever aired, even though it is part of Nickelodeon's downfall. Because of the success of A Drake and Josh, you started to notice the incline of sitcoms and live action. It gets really annoying after a while. After that, we started to see a bit of a period where Nickelodeon would go into really loud and in your face. Oh, look at me, we're so random. Ooh, like Breadwinners, Fanboy and Chum Chum. What kind of show was Fanboy and Chum Chum? I hate that show. The animation's off. The theme song is annoying. I'll probably do a review of the show. I would not mind doing that, but that's for another time. Let's see. Unfunny cartoons. Basically what I just said. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Mr. Meaty. There was As Told by Ginger. And a lot of just in your face, like a Breadwinners. A Breadwinners tried so hard to be cool, but it just failed amazingly. I would show footage of what the show looked like, but as you saw in the very beginning of the video, Viacom might take down the video. Now, after the downfall of Nick, we start seeing an uprising. We get great shows like Harvey Beaks, Pig, Goat, Banana, Cricket. Even though that show's a little out there and random, it's still pretty funny. I like the art style. Reminds me of, remember the board game Cranium? If you played that game, you know what I'm talking about. Then there's the recent Ninja Turtles cartoon. That show is brilliant because you got new turtles, you got more villains. They actually got April O'Neil correct, rather than having her just be someone who needs help. Plus, they made her a teenager, which is alright. Which kind of makes it easier for one of the turtles to, have a thing for her. Excuse me. And the most recent show that they put on the air is called The Loud House. Really good show. But there's a problem here. Social media. Now the social media aspect, we'll get to that right after a message from this very important sponsor. Do you remember the 90s? I bet you do. Do you remember Crystal Pepsi? Crystal Pepsi, the most popular drink of the 90s, even though people didn't drink it. It is back for a limited time, but 90s nostalgia, it sells. Crystal Pepsi. It's almost a regular Pepsi. Not really. That was a very good ad, wasn't it? I liked it. Whatever it was, I didn't watch it. But as I was saying before a commercial, what's bringing things kind of to a halt is social media. You got Facebook and Twitter. You got these whole pages about bringing back the 90s and just the constant only 90s kids will remember this posts. And all I say to that is, why would you want the 90s back? If everything kept on running to this day, it would get very stale, like SpongeBob or a Fairly Odd Parents. That shows have been running for 12 seasons, folks. So run while you can. But the only 90s kids will remember. No. It's dumb. And people say recent cartoons aren't as great as old cartoons. They're just so weird. Have you seen cartoons from the 90s? Have you seen a cartoon from the 80s? Remember that? Yeah, Transformers. Great, brilliant idea. Weird concept. The weirdest concept ever. Teenage Mutant goddamn Ninja Turtles. Who came up with that? It's weird. But anyway, so Nickelodeon has actually heard these people's cries. These people's cries for attention. And they have officially brought back shows, but they're only playing reruns of the original episodes on this channel called The Splat. And I don't watch it because I like modern cartoons. I like them a lot. So, with all this 90s demand, oh, sorry. Nickelodeon has decided to bring back a couple of shows for a movie or a reboot. There's back in 2003, a movie was supposed to come out called Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie. It was going to tell us what happened to Arnold's parents that basically separated. We never know. But in 2003, or maybe 2002, the movie was just canceled because the creator of the show decided to leave the network. So, after this, the movie was just left to rot, so to speak. And people were wondering, are we ever gonna see this movie? So what Nickelodeon did is they saw all this 90s attention, and they said, you know what? Hey, Craig Bartlett, man, finish the movie, please. And now we're getting Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie, coming in theaters or on TV in 2017. And now here's what I think. Now that all these 90s kids are losing their damn mind, and there's all these BuzzFeed articles about you have to see the guy who played Arnold on Hey Arnold now, he's hot. And I'm just sitting here saying, why? Why are you making the movie? Because it just doesn't work. It's been too long. It's been too long, and people have already kind of forgotten about that movie. Most people don't even know that movie was going to exist. So, whenever I say why, a lot of these 90s kids just call me a loser, a faggot. Kids today don't know shit about cartoons. I'm like, yeah, they kind of do, because we got great cartoons. That's something else I'm not going to talk about. But here's the hard truth that no one seems to believe about this 90s comeback. It's all about money. It's about the moolah, the dollar. Shane McMahon. Money, 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 money. It's all about money. Nickelodeon is basically losing money because no one watches it anymore. There's all these live action shows that no one watches. So They need money. So they said, what generates a lot of money? Oh yeah, 90's. The 90's cartoons, Hey Arnold. So what they decided is, I've said that way too many times. What happened is, they just said, okay, I bring it back. I finish the movie, we'll get money. And they are desperate for viewers. They're desperate for ratings. That's all. Those are the two main things all this is about: ratings and money. A couple weeks ago, the news broke that there's going to be a Rocko's Modern Life movie. Why? Money! Ratings! About a month later, hey guys, we're gonna make a Rugrats reboot again. If in case you don't know, Rugrats got rebooted in the early 2000s as All Grown Up. Even though that show was kind of a continuation of Rugrats, I still don't count it as Rugrats. It's All Grown Up. So we're getting a Rugrats reboot, a Rocko movie, another SpongeBob movie's coming out in 2019. There's gonna be a new Ren and Stimpy short little cartoon that's gonna play before the next SpongeBob movie. And then we got Arnold the Jungle movie, and all these 90's kids. They are dead. They're dead now because of all the nostalgia. They can't see. They need nostalgia glasses. So, anyway, those are my thoughts about Nickelodeon. And to be totally honest, Nickelodeon wasn't that great of a channel. They were only popular in the 90's and the early 2000s, from 2000 to 2005. And that's basically the lifespan that it had. It kind of died in 2006, maybe. But can we bring back a Nickelodeon to its original glory? Yes, we can. Demand more original shows. More original cartoons, not live action. Demand original cartoons from talented people. A Cartoon Network, they're working on so many shows right now. And Nickelodeon's like, okay, we're gonna have 2 more seasons of SpongeBob. I say it's gonna end, then we're gonna have 2 more seasons and repeat. That's everything that is wrong with a Nickelodeon. So, I'm Raymond King. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really long. I'm very sorry. And that's about all I have to say. I'll see you next time. Joseph's over there, enjoying, what is that, a Crystal Pepsi? That stuff's back? No way. No way. What do you mean? What? Let me see that. Huh. Crystal Pepsi, huh? I haven't had this stuff since 1993. So let's try it.